They just chase it and look at it, but don't eat it. Come on, smash it. Oh, flipping it, the biggest one took it. As any fisherman will know, there's a whole lot of species swimming in our waters. In this episode of Carl vs. Alex, we take on our biggest challenge yet, an endurance multi-species competition. In 1 minute's time, the grand finale of Carl vs. Alex is gonna begin. We've got 48 hours. 48 hours, anywhere in the UK, to catch as many species as possible. Anyway, match starts pretty much now. So we better get going. I've got to load up the van. Is your car loaded up already? I'm ready, mate. Typical. Here we go. Am I scared? Am I excited? Am I nervous? I'm all of those. For this multi-species battle, the rules are simple. The match takes place within the UK. 48 hours of fishing is allowed from midday on day 1 through till midday on day 3. 1 point is awarded for each species caught, and should we both catch the same species, a bonus point is given to the captor of the longest fish. Well, that's it. Alex is out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 48 hours, we're going to find out who's the best angler. Oh, me and my brother. Just realised I'm out of petrol already. Just doing my final checks that I haven't forgotten anything. No. Boom. Before I get fishing though, I'm gonna need to go to the tackle shop because I obviously need to get some bait, toothbrush, deodorant. And I am now finally ready to get on the road. First location, I'm gonna think small streams. I've got some maggots because I bought them yesterday. Yeah, let's get going. Hello. I'm trying to find the. Do you have dead baits? Like
if you've got any.
Oh yeah.
Help
Oh yeah.
yourself.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. Got some maggots. Got some dead baits. As if sibling rivalry wasn't enough, we decided to throw in a forfeit for the loser. Whoever scores the least points will have to drink a smoothie made from whatever bait we have left over at the end of the competition. We have been blessed with some beautiful weather, which is really lucky because I was dreading having to do this whole challenge in the pouring rain. I was getting started with a maggot feeder, casting it up into the tunnel running underneath the road. Oh, there's one. Chublet. First one. First fish of the entire competition is that tiny little thing there. Oh, for it to count, I need to take a photo. And then I need to send that to Alex as well. A message. I hope it's not from Carl. Ooh. I was just sending a picture of a chub to Alex. Oh, I missed it. As Carl said, he's off to a very quick start. Chub. Well, thank God it's only about 3 inches long. Rods, rucksack. Hello, dog. Alex was off to his first location, a pond out on the edge of some farmland. Well, good news, new species. This is a gudgeon. It's quite small, I'll be honest, but it's another fish. Off you go, mate. No, Carl just sent me another message. It's got a gudgeon. That's 2. Right, we're here. I'll get this cast out. At this first location, Alex was going to fish for carp with 2 rods and try for rudd on the 3rd. We've got 2 rods out. I was off to a great start, catching another decent chub from under the bridge. That's a bit better. Oh yeah. About 25 centimetres that is. Lovely. Now all I needed was a roach and I'd have caught most of the species in this little pool. Oh, on, getting bites. He's not answering. He's probably crying already. Worried about losing, probably. Alex's carp rods hadn't moved an inch, but I was still catching.
16 centimetre gudgeon.
That's a long old gudgeon, that is.
Well, next cast.
There it was, the roach I was after.
Carl's got a roach. It's on 3 now.
Well, that's chub, gudgeon and roach ticked off. Alex isn't going to be best pleased. I don't think he's caught anything yet. Let's get packed away.
Oh, geez, this isn't going too well. I've been fishing for about 45 minutes, 0 bites, not even a rud. I'm gonna move around the other side of the lake, I think.
I was well in the lead and now in search of pike, so I drove down to the deep tidal river. I'm thinking this stage of my challenge is going to be one of the more difficult ones. Pike are difficult to catch at the best of times, and I haven't got very much time today. I'm all set. Bring on the pike. Just turned up at spot number 1 for the pike. Nice little slack on the near side. Relatively quick water on the opposite side.
I'm giving it 30 more minutes. And if I don't catch any fish, I'm moving on. I can't waste this much time.
The rain's just started. Hopefully it stops soon.
I've got one. It was on the rod that I had on a maggot feeder for rudd. And I've hooked a carp, but this is really light line. Come on. Yes! I doubt he's gonna win biggest carp. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, we got one. We got another one. This might be bigger, this one. Oh no, he's tangled around the other rod. This is a mess. Yes, 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 yes. We've got a little carp and a big carp. I've got to measure the bigger one. Here's the little one. He's going straight back. 60 centimeters. $60-centimeter carp. There we go. That's what I needed. It's going straight back. There you go, mate. Oh. Right, I'm getting out of here.
The pike weren't easy to find, so I went for a walk upstream.
Just taking a 5-minute break to eat some lunch. And next I'll be heading to some local streams, some really small streams, to try and catch a few more other species. I'm trying to get all the local stuff done before we then head further afield and try and catch some of the more exotic species.
The float's just gone. The float is just gone. Oh, it's got to check the drag. We're good.
Yes! Yes! There it is.
That was so exciting. That is a pike. He's only just hooked. Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Right, 4 sets. That is a beauty. Oh, I'm so chuffed. But the hooks are out of the way. Pike. There we go. Brilliant. And off he goes. There we go. Just sent a picture of a pike to Alex. Although I did notice whilst I was on my phone, Alex has caught a carp now. But I'm gonna try for carp tonight. I've got a plan.
Let's go. Whoa, look at this. It's really blocked up at the moment. I think I might try up here first.
Well, things are going a little bit better than I was expecting. Well, goodbye river, thank you for giving me a pike.
There should be a number of different species living in this stream. So shallow. Oh yeah, fish. No, it's come off.
Streams and small rivers can be quality places to find a range of silverfish species. Here, Alex quickly landed a roach and a chub. Let's see what Alex is saying. Okay, he's had a roach and he's had a chub. So he's had 3 species, I've had 4. Let's see if we can get a perch.
Oh, this is a big fish. No.
The hook was retrieved, but not the unseen fish. Alright, for this spot, I've got a net. My ultralight drop shot rod. I've got that set up with a fluorocarbon leader and a drop shot hook. I'll put the weight on that when I get down there. I've got in my waist pouch some worms. That should be enough bait for this spot. Drop shotted worm, one of my favourite ways to catch perch. I'm hoping that there is some around here. It's been a long old while since I last cast out here, so I'm not really sure what to expect.
Oh, there we go. That feels like a nice fish. Oh, it's a perch, it's a perch, it's a perch. It's a new species, it is a perch. The net pole isn't long enough. Yes.
Successfully landing this perch brought Alex's species tally up to 4.
Oh, yes. That is a fine looking perch. No! Alex had a perch. Ah. I'm getting worried now. Oh, is that fit? No. This is really good. I spent too long trying to catch a carp earlier, but now I've had, I can't remember. Oh, this is rubbish.
Well, that wasn't so good.
Oh. No, I missed it. I missed it. I had a bite. That was definitely a bite. Oh. I just put it straight in a tree. Oh, it's the only rig I've got. I just snapped it all up. It's the only setup that I've got. I've got to go back to the car. Don't get angry, Cole. Don't get angry. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Oh, I had a bite.
Got to go back to my car and get a new hook and some more line. Dreadful angling. Should have been more prepared.
Oh. Oh my goodness, this is the big perch. This is a big perch. Damn it. No, it's come off. Oh no, that was huge. That was a winning perch. That is painful.
Some fluoro, some hooks. I've got drop shot weights down there. All right.
Oh, how am I doing for time? 4 o'clock.
It's gonna be evening soon and I've only fished 2 places. I have a feeling this match is gonna go a lot quicker than I anticipated. I was walking through this, but I also can't stop looking for mushrooms. Now isn't the time, Alex. Right, I'm all rigged up again. I just put another worm on. We're ready to make another cast. It would be so good if I could just catch a big perch now. Yes! It's a perch, I reckon. No, it's a chub. It's a flipping chub. There we go. Lovely chub. Off you go, mate. I need a perch. Man, the sun's going down. The scores were still very level and our location choices quite similar at this stage. Fish. Oh, would you believe it? It's a perch. It's absolutely microscopic. No point measuring the length because I am 100% certain Alex's one was bigger than this. But I'll get a photo all the same because it's one of my species.
Oh, this is a bream, I think. Oh, yes. Is that a hybrid or a bream?
Oh, what is that? Is that a bream?
22 centimeters.
Oh, there we go. Just snapped up again. You know what? I think I'm done here. Basically, for tonight, I've got a plan to try and catch carp, bream, and tench. So I'm quite excited for getting over there before it gets too dark. Alex had now caught his last small stream mini species.
There we go. I've caught one. I think I'm done with this little stream.
Sat-nav is saying hour and 10 minutes to get there. I'll be there by just before 5:30. That will give me enough time to sort out the gate, load up my gear and get down to the lake before it's too dark.
It's crazy to think that it is pretty much the end of the first day. It's gonna be dark in maybe an hour. I've caught a few species, but I feel like I've rushed. I've made a few mistakes. I lost that really big perch, which is really painful because I don't think Cole would catch one bigger than that. So I'm just gonna take it slow this evening. I've got about, an hour before it gets dark, which is enough time to head down to the coast and try and catch something from the sea. It might be a challenge. I don't do much sea fishing, especially bait fishing from the shore, so it might not be easy. I don't think Cole's gonna fish salt water.
I might not be the best sea angler, but I did have a sneaky plan on how to capture trout. Michael!
Hello, who's that?
It's Carl.
Hello, mate, how you doing?
Yeah, good. What I was going to ask you is, do you know anywhere where I can get a trout?
Okay, probably catch you out in about 2 seconds.
Sweet. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be an edge. Just got off the phone from my buddy Michael, who I used to fish with when we were kids, basically, and yeah, he's got a few ideas. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. So we'll see him tomorrow. But for now, still on my way down to the Reedy Lake, where I'm going to try and get carp and tench and bream.
If I catch a bass or any other sea species, then this is good.
Oh no. No. Deary me. She's got tackle everywhere. Alex was now at the harbour where he was going to try for bass.
It's a pretty mad spot. Honestly, you don't know how happy I'll be if I can catch a bass.
I got a bit of a walk on my hands now with a very heavy barrow, but I reckon I'll get there and get the rods out before it's dark, and that's the important thing. Arriving at the Reedy Lake, I wasn't going to have long before dark. Setting up my carp rods, I grabbed some bright pop-ups and fished them on chod rigs, a good option when the lake is quite weedy. Just felt a sudden sharp pain in the bottom of my foot. A massive thorn that went through my flipping boot. Ow!
I've just decided I don't even care if I lose this competition. Look at that sunset. That's made my day, that has. It's like a fire. It's fiery. The sun was like a fire. That's a sort of simile I used back at school. The sun was like a fire. I don't know what I'm talking about. All I'm catching right now is bloomin' weeds. No bass still.
With the bass not playing ball, Alex switched to a very small hook and used a maggot as bait, trying to get a bite from any tiny species that there might be in the harbour. My rods were in position now and the alarm set for the night.
Yep. We've got a fish. Oh yes. No way it's a bass. It's a bass caught on maggots. It is the tiniest bass I've ever caught in my life. Right, Mr. Bass, you may be small, but you are big in this competition. Well, on my list of species to catch today, that was probably gonna be the hardest. And because I don't think Carl's gonna try for bass, I'm not gonna try and catch a bigger one. I'm just gonna settle for that and then move on to some more species. I'm off, I'm out of here. So, 3 rods are now fishing. I've put them all on chod rigs, yellow pop-ups, small leads. I've cast them to relatively clear gaps in the weed. Very early tomorrow, and I mean like dawn, I'm gonna be cracking out the feeder rod. I'm gonna try and get a bream out of here before I leave. So I've made a plan for what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna sleep on the beach, and I'm gonna cast a couple of rods out with some mackerel strips as bait and just see what I catch. I just feel like the more saltwater species I can get, the further in the lead I should get. Well, I managed to catch a fish from the beach. It's a new species. I think this is a whiting. Ow, and it's got teeth. Ow. What even is that? Alex has caught something with a big eye and teeth. Anyway, good night.
So at the end of day 1, the species tally was at 5 for me and 8 for Alex. That said, I definitely had some bonus points for the larger chub and gudgeon. Come morning, Alex was driving again, heading west.
Well, I just had the worst night's sleep of my life. So noisy from the power station behind me. Anyway, I'm on the road really early, it's 6:30, and I'm heading down to Hampshire, which is about a 2-hour drive, where I'm gonna try and catch a big trout. I just woke up and I caught nothing last night. Nothing at all. And it's freezing, like actually freezing. And my welly, which had the thorn in it, that filled up with water yesterday, that foot, I can barely feel it. So I've got to get moving to save my foot, and I've got to get moving to try and catch a few more species as well.
I mixed up some ground bait and set up a method feeder. A bite came almost instantly.
We've got a rudd now, which is pretty good. Wasn't expecting a rudd, to be honest. I was kind of hoping for a bream, but that might be the next bite. I phoned up a friend of mine a couple of days ago who actually works at a trout fishery. He said if you come down, you stand a good chance of catching a big trout. I'm only about half an hour away now.
Whilst Alex continued his journey to the trout lakes, I worked hard at trying to catch a bream. I began packing away as I had a busy day ahead of me.
There's a lake.
The fish put up a spirited tussle. Unlike most bream, this fish was quite energetic.
Well, I was actually packing away my gear when the rod bent round. There we go. It's actually got some really cool swirly scales there. When scales get damaged or like broken or come off, they end up growing back a little bit deformed, but it can actually look quite cool. Probably the happiest I've ever been to see a bream, actually. So this morning I've come to Diva Springs trout fishery. Now the main reason why I wanted to come to a trout fishery was because I don't think Carl is going to attempt to catch a rainbow trout, and that is what lives in this lake behind me. I haven't fly fished for over a year, so I'm going to be pretty rusty with the casting, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I was just having a walk around before I start fishing, and I came across this pond, and it is just absolutely full of huge trout, and I thought, well, this is going to be actually quite easy to catch one, until I realised this is just a stock pond. Of course, you're not allowed to fish here. You have to fish in the lake, which probably hasn't got as many as this little pond here. It's getting me excited. I could catch a 20-pound trout today. Let's give this a go. Oh, yes. No way. That is a pike. Look how small it is. Oops. We have caught the camera.
Despite his somewhat poor casting, Alex persevered with the fly fishing. Meanwhile, I was losing patience with the carp. All night, the carp rods did nothing. I decided to leave the lake and try for carp somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. That is a nice rainbow.
We're heading down the windy track through the forest down to a little lake where I think I could catch a carp. Last night was a write-off for the carp. Very disappointed about that, but I've now got like 15 minutes here and then I really need to get on the road to another place. Oh, I so hope there's no one in the car park. That looks like someone. There's someone fishing in a good spot up the shallow end of the lake.
Just sending a photo of my trout to Carl. Feeling rather smug right now because I don't think Carl's going to catch a rainbow. Hey, look at that. They are crazy looking fish. Oh, doesn't even fit in the shot.
Well, Alex has only gone and caught a trout. It's not even night, it was about 9 o'clock in the morning and Alex has already pulled out a trout. I don't know where he's fishing. Now I'm going to try and put some of this bread, scatter it around this corner on this lake and see if we can get a carp. I'm wondering about what would be down there, but I think it'll just be chub and roach and stuff, and that's what I've caught already.
Next step of the adventure. I caught the rainbow trout. I was kind of dreading that I wouldn't catch, but we did it, and in not too much time at all. It's still quite early on in the day.
Well, I saw a couple of fish swirl, like on the bread out there, but I think they might have been chub because there are also chub in this place. Haven't seen any definite carp sightings, and I think I'm going to have to get on the road because I want to go sea fishing. I want to fish the beach at high tide, and high tide is pretty soon, so I probably ought to get going around about now.
But yeah, I'm really happy with how this morning went. Wonder how Carl's getting on. He sent me a photo of a rudd and a bream this morning, which are two species that I haven't caught. I actually saw some rudd really close in the margins, and I was trying to catch them on the fly, but I just couldn't. So Carl's definitely ahead of me with the bream and rudd, which is annoying. But I'm ahead of him on the rainbow trout, I think, unless he's been really sneaky and caught one. Anyway, I better get on my way and get to the next spot.
All that was a disaster.
This is where I've got the advantage. Nothing beats this. Carl's going to be eating terrible food, I reckon. He's just going to be eating crisps. It's even got lettuce in it. That's going to give me the energy I need to win this battle. This non-contact battle between me and my brother.
Too much driving this morning and not enough catching. Now, I am far from an experienced saltwater angler. In fact, I hadn't a clue what I was doing, but I spotted some little fish by the seawall, so I dropped down a worm on a small hook. Alex was now on his way to a chalk stream where he was sure to find some new species. I needed to make the most of this sea fishing, but to be honest, I was really struggling. Try as I might, those little fish showed virtually no interest in the worm, until I began reeling it back up towards the surface.
Flung it over my head. What is it? I don't even know. Bye. That boat is quite big. Yes. That's a bass! That's a little sea bass! I don't believe it. The one species I thought I would never catch from here. Bye. Yes! I've wasted enough time this morning doing all sorts of things, but this sea fishing has eventually paid off. Things are looking up just a little bit. My snags.
Alex had arrived at his next spot, the River Allen in Dorset. I also had plans to drive in that direction, not least to visit my friend Michael, who works at the trout farm.
Just arrived at the next spot. Oh wow, it is so clear. Look at that. I just spotted a trout. Look at him. Well, this time around I'm going to do a bit more float fishing.
On my way towards the southwest, I decided to call in at a little canal to give it one more try for the carp. I'm so lost. Where do I go? Oh, crikey, that was a weird, dodgy bit of driving, that. But now we are confronted with the HL delivery man just in the middle of the road. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you know? I've got a Carl versus Alex multi-species episode going on here. No, it's right, don't worry. No, it's fine. I'm not in a rush. I'll let you back. Yes! Right, we are now on our way down to the canal where I really hope I can catch a carp. There's just one or two ducks down here. You know, not many, just a couple. Alex had set up his rod and was about to try and catch what lives under that bridge. I had fed a bit of corn and tried lowering in my hook bait into some coloured up water.
Oh, first flipping cast. That looks like a dace. Whoa! Look at that dace. I just got a message from Carl. Oh no, Carl's caught a sea bass. Well, I got my dace. Let's sort this fish out. Nice.
Back at the canal, things weren't so nice. The water was full of algae and the fish just weren't feeding like normal.
Well, there's no shortage of fish here. Oh my goodness, it's a trout. No, that was a brown trout. That would have got me another point, because that's a new species. Damn it.
I finally found some carp and quickly flicked out my bait. The fish just seemed to dissipate really fast and the wind grew stronger. Carp were playing very hard to get.
Oh dear, this is ridiculous.
I didn't want to, but with so many other species to catch, I had to get on the move to find some more obliging fish.
You can see all the fish. Look at those, no wonder it's easy. There's about 40 dace just sat there.
Very disappointed about that. Still no carp and many hours wasted trying to catch them. But time for some lunch. Good old hula hoop. This should cheer me up. No. Of course, Alex was still catching them though, this time hooking into a brown trout.
Oh yep, first cast. 32 centimetres. Beautiful, that was cool. Thank you, mate.
Are they of the sizes? Oh, look, that's a little one.
Yeah, look, that's a tiny one.
The passerby may have laughed, but that little minnow was yet another species added to Alex's tally. Alex's willingness to fish in this tiny shallow stream had really paid off, with 3 new species. Meanwhile, I was still driving. my destination also being a chalk stream, but the larger, more challenging River Itchen. I'll be honest, making this video has been a bit weird. It's actually felt really unusual not to have Alex fishing with me. You know, catching a fish and showing it to each other. And of course, Alex films better than I do when I'm on my own. Look at this. Can't keep my camera still. Can't keep all my batteries charged. I think I need Alex.
There's a pigeon sat in a tree, just chilling. Let me get a shot of him. Look at it. There's a pigeon sat in a tree. Anyway, I'll stop annoying you now with the camera.
Arriving on the Itchen, I hoped that a minnow, grayling or big roach could show up. This is a spot that a good friend of mine showed me. Fishing can be quite a solitary hobby, but I've met a lot of lovely people through angling, and I'm very grateful to those who've shared their local knowledge with me over the years.
Oh, lovely roach. Oh, is that bigger than the roach Alex caught?
A roach was nice, but a big grayling was really what I was hoping for.
So I bought a ticket for the car park for 5 hours, but I got that done in... Basically, I'm so good at fishing.
Another quality roach hit the net, but it was time for a move.
I feel like we're making good progress today, although I've lost count of how many species Carla's caught, and I've also lost count of how many species I've caught. So actually, I have no clue. Maybe I'm a little bit ahead. I've just got a sneaky feeling I'm maybe a couple of species ahead. Now I'm stuck in traffic.
There's one. He's holding deep. Please be a grayling. He's fighting good. Wow, that is holding deep. That's a big fish though. Crikey. We got ourselves a better one this time. Nice trout. Where would I find minnows?
By this point, I really began feeling the time slipping away.
Does anyone have a boat I can use?
Oh no, it's a one-way system. I need to go up there.
Somehow I need to drive back round to near where I was, but a bit further upstream. There's an area there where I've seen minnows. Hopefully this pays off.
Oh, there's some fish though. Oh no, there are minnows.
Minnow. Smallest minnow in the world ever, but it is a minnow.
But now it's time to go and see Michael. I reckon he's about 10 minutes drive from here, but because I've been on the road and that, I'm just gonna have a bit of a freshen up before I head over and see him.
Before you all say it, I too have noticed the severe drop in filming quality between this and our previous videos. There's good reason for it. I'm in a right hurry and I really want to beat Alex. Now, if I can find my phone, I'll put in the map. Okay, I'm gonna be a tiny bit late. Sorry, Michael. Alex had now arrived in Weymouth, where he had somehow become distracted by the local wildlife.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Are you serious? It's coming so close. Literally standing just here. And he's just playing around in the leaves. Like a little kid. I can just show you how close they are. That. Is that nice? What are you doing with your head? Oh, there it is. There. Just there. Oh, it's really hard to film like this. Everything's back to front. Anyway, this is distracting me from the fishing. Oh, it looks really windy. Michael!
Alright, mate?
Am I in the right place?
You are.
Where should I park?
So you must be.
Oh, well, yeah.
First of all, he showed me the trout stream in his garden, packed with a load of fish that he'd bred at his work on the farm. At a very contrasting location, Alex was searching out saltwater species in the harbour.
Here goes. Oh, yes. What is this?
He'd managed to catch a weird little white fish, just like the one that I'd caught earlier in the day.
Does it count if I don't know what it is?
Alex's decision to fish saltwater in the harbour was a good one. These areas hold so many different species, and it was beginning to pay off. Michael had shown me a spot near his house where I managed to catch this vivid coloured perch.
31 centimetres, did you say?
Yeah, 31. It's probably.
Lovely bit of guiding by Michael. Oh, there's a dog.
I was going to get a shock when I send him this. We got a wrasse. Now I'm on the saltwater multi-species. He won't know what's hit him.
Oh, bloody dog.
You, Michael?
Nah, I wasn't.
Alright, I've got to try and spot a big one. It'll be bigger than Alex's. There's a nice one. Oh, it's incredible!
I will admit, there was very little skill involved in this fishing, as they are stock trout. But I wasn't going to say no to the opportunity of catching a big rainbow and maybe beating my brother.
I nearly had him! That was so close! he ruined my lure.
Oh dear.
He's tangled my lure up. Come on. No! They just chase it and look at it, but don't eat it. Come on, smash it. Oh, flipping it, the biggest one took it. Oh God, it's done me in a snag. Good fish. It's got to be bigger than that, actually. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, there he is. How big is that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Michael, it's huge.
Not the first time I've heard that, Carl.
Oh dear. Oh, hello. It's a beast. Well, thanks to my buddy Michael, I've got myself a rainbow trout.
The day was coming towards its end, and down in the harbour, Alex was catching all sorts of fish around the boats.
Look at that, it's a new species. Don't ask me what it is, but it's cool looking.
Lights just fading on the second day of the competition. Today's been pretty good. Ticked off a number of different species and had a load of fun. That clear river was good fun watching the float go under. And I've just spent the last few hours fishing maggots and just feeling for bites with a split shot along that wall and alongside the boats. Even though this is a competition, it's actually great to just get out and experience a number of different places over the last few days. Lots of different scenery, a nice adventure. I think this is where I'm going to spend the next few hours into dark. Looks mega out there.
Back at the trout stream, Michael's girlfriend made me a nice cup of tea before we headed out for some pike fishing.
I've got a wrasse.
Alex then met up with Andy Mitten, a great guy who has an incredible knowledge of the saltwater opportunities around Weymouth and beyond.
Hello. Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
I just had a better wrasse, like
right, okay.
about that big.
and if you really want to be fishing with lights.
Another wrasse.
Is it a corker this time? I think you've got a corker.
No way.
I think you have a corker, yeah.
Is that a corker?
Yeah, that's
Oh my goodness.
Andy turned up just in time, helping Alex identify his latest catch. He was pushing further and further into the lead. After some unsuccessful piking, Michael sorted me out with some food before it hit the road once more. He offered me a bed in his spare room, but knowing that Alex was leading in the challenge, this was no time for sleep. I was going sea fishing too.
And we're back on the road. And we're back on the road. This time heading towards the south coast. Somewhere we fished a long while ago and caught sea fish. I'm not gonna sleep, I'm just gonna fish. So let's get to it.
Heading west to the only reliable sea fishing spot I know, I decided to call in at a small river on the way to the ocean.
Just had this little crab grab hold of my bait. It's not a fish though, so it doesn't really count. There you go, mate.
I've now got a full tank of fuel and a little bit more food too. Which way do I go? Got quite a drive now.
Whilst I whittled away the miles, Alex was racking up the species.
Just caught myself a little pollock with the help from Andy here, the micro fishing master.
It's 5.
Here I might be able to catch a dace. Might being the important word there. I don't recognise any of this. I've been here before, but I'm just not recognising it at all. This isn't the... I'm so lost, it's just freaking me out. Hopefully it's just down here.
Somewhat disorientated, I struggled to find the spot I had fished a few years before.
I'm sitting by a river next to a car park in the middle of nowhere, a long way from home, at just before midnight. Sometimes I do wonder, like, what's going through my head? Leaves. Bloody leaves.
And yet another species. This time it is a rock goby. Look at those patterns and colours.
This better not be Alex again with another species. Deary me. It's not going well.
Has he said anything about the catches you've sent to him?
But he said he's going sea fishing tonight. He literally sent me a message saying he's going sea fishing. I don't know where he's going to go, what he's going to do. Well, it's midnight in a secret location and Andy has put me on a flounder. Oh, awesome. Thanks so much, Andy.
No problem, mate.
Okay, quick update. How's it going in Alex's life? Well, I've been fishing all night with Andy and I've caught quite a few species. That's where I'm going to sleep tonight.
Alex had flown ahead, racking up a 7 species lead thanks to the saltwater fish. I had caught some bigger fish though, so overall I felt the score was quite level. That said, I was now on my way to do some sea fishing too. However, as I arrived in the car park, I was about to get a bit of a shock.
It's actually quite late now. No, what the hell? What the hell? Who has just turned up here? What? I was like, there's a car. Why are they looking at me? What on earth are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
No, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Alright, enough of that. Seriously, what are you doing here?
Catching more species than you.
Is this where you had all your fish?
No, that's not why I'm here.
So I'm back in the van. Alex has, I'm pretty certain, caught most of his sea species from the spot down here. Yeah.
Do you want me to give you some actual...
I don't think I'm going to take any advice from you, Alex.
Some real good advice which will save you time and it will mean you can get some sleep tonight. Where I caught all those fish earlier,
Yeah.
there won't be any water, or there will be very little water. So
What the tide? I didn't check the tide times.
exactly.
What is it now?
It's low tide. Take that information and do what you will with it.
But yeah, we're gonna go get some food now. The two teams have come together. Is anywhere gonna be open at this?
Yeah, McDonald's drive-through 24-hour.
But also it's bad because like we're so tired and are you kidding? Things have just gone from bad to worse. Not only is Alex in the lead in the multi-species competition, but McDonald's is shut. How can a 24-hour
Thing is up.
McDonald's be shut?
Don't know.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alex has caught more
Carl and
species than
Alex's biggest problem of the day. McDonald's is shut.
I think the tide being out was my biggest problem.
Okay,
of
yeah,
the day.
that was...
That's really messed up my plans. Are we gonna not eat then tonight? Well, that's the only option. That is the only place that's open.
Cool, let's do it.
Oh, it's a bird.
The wildlife here is phenomenal.
Hello. Cuckoo. Are you talking to it?
Yep.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
Turning up at the kebab shop, we noticed they were closed to customers and only doing deliveries as it was so late.
Hello, I was wondering, you do delivery, right?
Yeah, we do delivery, yeah.
Any chance you could deliver something to the car parked outside your shop?
Oh, just what? The one car just... Yeah, sure, no worries, yeah, that's absolutely fine, we can do that.
Sweet.
Alright, well, sorry, 1 second then. Right, we'll have to go get it for you.
Hey?
What's that camera for?
I was just filming my friend.
Oh, friend! You filmed with friends?
Yeah.
Alright.
Once we eventually got our food, we went back to the car park to eat and then sleep.
That was so cool. This place has got loads of wildlife.
After a good bit of munch, we set up our camp beds next to the cars and got some much needed rest, albeit for only an hour or two.
That was a very, very bad sleep.
Woken up on Friday morning. It's 3:30.
It's cold this morning as well.
I'm up so early because I got to drive about 3.5, 4 hours to where I want to catch a barbel, and then I've got to try and catch a big pike.
There's Alex. Getting ready for his day multi-species hunting.
Carl's just headed off.
Oh, Christ. There's a speed bump. And now we set off for a 2.5 hour drive to the River Wye, where I'm going to try and catch some barbel, or a barbel, and maybe a bigger chub than Alex is likely to catch.
With so little sleep, driving was tough. It can be super dangerous when driving too tired, so Alex ended up pulling over.
I can't do this. I've had to pull over. I need some more sleep. I can barely keep my eyes open, so I need to sleep a bit and then carry on driving a bit later.
I was now very nearly at the river, where I was going to meet my Welsh friend Andrew. Andrew is a regular on the River Wye and knows some great stretches.
Hello.
Here he is.
You didn't know who I was for a second, didn't you?
No.
Where's my light gone? There it is. How you doing?
I'm doing good, mate.
Yeah, boy. What have you got down there? Oh, another species. Oh, Rusty's putting out a little bit of bait with the feeder. and I'm gonna go and tie a couple of hook links up. So I've got some hooks, some line. Do you have? Yeah. Oh no, I've got one, it's fine. It's getting to that stage in this session where I'm losing everything. I can't use pepperami without starting to eat it.
I'm quietly confident, mate.
You've said it now. We're gonna blank.
No.
Oh, I should get on the road again. Alex had missed out on valuable time, but was well ahead on species points. That said, I'd caught a few decent sized fish, which I hoped would give me enough bonus points to at least have a chance. A larger minnow put a small smile on my face, but what I really wanted was a barbel. Rod tip shot.
I've finally woken up a little bit. Not really. Oh, where am I going? Oh my god, I'm in the wrong lane. So, I'm nearly at the river spot where I hope to catch a barbel. Unfortunately though, because I took that nap earlier, I'm going to arrive there about an hour and a half later than I had hoped. Which means there's going to be not much time left for the pike that I want to catch later.
My time advantage was slipping away, as no bites came for an hour or more.
Setup for the next spot is really simple. Short rod, small reel. I've got just a split shot and then a size 6 wide gape hook. And on that I'm going to put probably a piece of Spam. Right, let's do it.
Where Alex was fishing, he stood a good chance of a chub or a barbel, but there really wasn't a huge amount of time left.
What are the dogs looking at? Are they looking at me?
They're waiting for a fish.
Oh yeah.
Observing the barbel for a few minutes, Alex prepared to make another cast.
Oh no, I just see one. There's one there. Oh my goodness. You've got one. No. Yes, we got a barbel. We have got a barbel.
Got some bad news. Alex has caught a barbel. Look how big his one is. I feel like if we get a bite from a barbel, we could beat that. Andrew's chucked a little bit of bait in further downstream. We're going to go down there in about half an hour if this spot still hasn't done us a barbel. Alex's next spot was a Pike Lake, which holds a lot of big fish. He was clearly eager to get there and beat my pike for size.
Just got a message from Carl. He says, I still can't get a barbel off the Y. Fingers crossed it stays that way. This is gonna be a rush. It's 9:30. Let's go.
Yes! Let's go, Tom. The rod's bent round. We've hooked something. What's it gonna be? Oh, it's a big old chub though. Can you get? Yeah!
My map is saying 2 hours to the pike spot, which gives me about 20 minutes of fishing time. Alright, let's get to this spot without any traffic, catch a big pike, and then we're done.
Look at that. It's not the barbel that we were after, but we have managed to catch a good sized chub. I'm going to get it measured because I'm pretty certain this will be bigger than any chub Alex catches.
Got a big old mouth.
Yeah, mate, look at that. Well,
awesome.
Cheers for showing me the spot, Andrew.
No problem.
Yes. A chub was great and all, but should I manage to land a barbel, it could very well earn me 2 points, as the barbel in the Y average a good size. We decided to move downstream and try to find them.
I was full of anticipation as I cast out.
It is 10 minutes until the match is over and I still haven't arrived. Things are not looking good.
Yes!
That was painful. That was genuinely painful. That was a barbel. I don't think that was a chub. The bite whacked over.
You wouldn't believe it. I've just arrived at the entrance to the place where I wanted to fish for the pike. And it's 1 minute 2. I drove all this way to get here late.
Yes. That's a barbel. Well done, mate. We've hooked one. We've only got a hooked one. Wow, look at the swell come up off of it. Oh. No way, mate. That's massive. Well, that was a tough bit of fishing, but we've got one in the net and it's really decent. That's probably my biggest one I've ever caught off of the wire as well. Right, let's have a look at it.
Mate, that's huge.
No, that is actually a double figure barbel.
Mate.
Absolutely incredible. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, we were starting to worry, weren't we, Andrew? Not even going to measure it because I know for a fact Alex won't catch one this big off of the river that he's gone to. Yes. Two very happy fishermen. It's one of those rare times where everything just pays off. And there it goes.
Packing away, I felt amazing. That barbel had really challenged me, but all had come good eventually.
And that is a wrap. It's time to head home. I don't really know where we stand now on the points. I'm pretty certain Alex has won on numbers of species, but I've caught some decent fish this trip, and that might give me a few extra points, a few bonus points, that could make the scoreboard, the final scoreboard, quite interesting.
Alex was already home and had begun drawing up a scoreboard with all the species on it.
Wow, what a mission that was. Oh, hello Alex.
I want to know who's won. Quick.
Well, let's make the smoothie first, and then once we've done that, we'll find out. We'll add it all up. There's gonna be, we've got to do some maths.
Well, the time has come to make up the super smoothie. One of us is gonna have to drink this. So we got some spam that was leftover barbel bait.
Oh, and all the juices.
What was in this bucket?
I don't even remember.
Oh, brown bait. That much? Yeah.
It will make a lovely texture. No.
Yeah. The first day I went sea fishing with mackerel.
I can smell it from back here. Thought you were gonna just chuck the whole lot in.
I think if we blended this, it would just turn into like a paste. So we need some liquid. Luckily, here I've got some Fanta.
Who doesn't start a smoothie with Fanta?
Exactly.
It's good. Oh wow, it works.
I'm gagging it.
So this is looking dreadful. Oh, look at the consistency as you pour it.
I don't know what to say or think.
I just gagged straight away. As soon as I smelt it, I gagged. Alright, anyway, let's bring it inside. Cheers. Right. I'm going to put it on top of there.
Sit
Have you got your
down.
phone?
Yeah.
Good, because you're going to have to provide evidence of each fish.
You're supposed to send a photo.
Okay, I didn't send a photo of my last fish because it was right at the end.
Right at the
It
end.
was my biggest ever barbel from the River Wye.
No.
It was literally £12. 11 or £12.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway.
What?
So, if you guys can see this, 1 point indicates one line. Okay, so 1 point for each species that we catch, and if we both catch it, there's a bonus point. We'll do the bonus
Whoever
points.
catches the biggest one. Okay.
We'll do a bonus point after we've just ticked off all the fish that we caught.
Okay.
Let's start with chub. Did you catch a chub?
Yes.
Did I catch a chub? Oh, I did. Big one too. Gudgeon.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw your photo of a gudgeon. I caught one too. Roach. I definitely caught one.
Yep.
I caught a few actually. Well, we're pretty level at the minute. Carp. Oh,
yep.
Don't even talk to me about carp. I had a nightmare on the carp front. Pike, thank you very much indeed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got one. Didn't you catch yours on the fly?
Yeah, its eye was bigger than its belly.
Doesn't count. Perch.
Yep.
Roach. You had a weird hybrid roach bream thing. They're basically not fish, but they are species apparently. So.
Different species.
Bass.
Yep.
My one was literally that big. Whiting. Oh, I saw your whiting. I caught a rudd. Did you?
No. No.
And the lake you started at is full of rudd.
I know, but I just couldn't catch them.
What have we got now? Bream.
Nope.
You didn't catch a bream?
No.
Unlucky. Rainbow trout.
Yeah.
We both got them. Brown trout. I got one.
Yep.
You got one.
Weird little white.
Yeah, that thing from the sea. I caught one. I saw you had one as well.
Andy should tell me what it was.
It's a weird little white fish in my opinion.
Sand smelt.
Sand smelt.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Dace.
Yep.
Minnow. Wrasse. Oh.
Yep.
And you also got a corkwing.
Oh yes. Pollock. Yep. Rock goby. Yep.
Oh, you're just taking the biscuit.
Black goby.
Oh.
Also, yep.
Flounder.
Yes.
Finally.
Barbel.
Thank you very much. My best one ever.
Oh, I thought I was up on the barbel.
So let's work. Shall we add that up now?
No, we might as well just.
Okay, let's do the bonus points.
Yeah.
Add the bonus points. So first of all, chub. Who caught the biggest chub? Look at that.
50 centimeters.
52, Alex.
My one was.
Oh yeah, yours is pathetic.
21 or something small.
So I get a bonus point for that. Gudgeon.
Oh, you definitely caught a big one than me. My one's tiny.
Roach. I had a good one off the itchin. Good one.
Was it 18 centimeters?
Oh no, I've just drawn.
No, 19 centimeters.
I just drawn on the sofa. 22 centimeters.
No.
Well, it's not really. The tape measure's kind of bent round. I'd say it's more like 20, 21.
Okay, well, it's bigger. Yeah, mine was 19.
Cool. Roach. I'm getting a few bonus points here. This is gonna end up quite close. Carp. Oh, we didn't both catch it, so there's no bonus points available. Pike.
Definitely should be.
We both caught
You caught a bigger pike than me.
How big was Oh yeah, your pike was
that big.
Cool, another bonus point. Perch. Oh, I had one that was quite hefty actually. Bass.
It was 21 centimeters.
My one, I didn't even bother measuring.
Come on!
Oh, calm down, mate.
Sorry, I was scared.
You can just smell it.
All those double. I know. Oh.
Rainbow trout. My one was big. Oh no, yours was alright actually.
Mine was quite nice.
Let me check the measurements. Oh, this is nerve-wracking.
55 centimeters.
My one was 62.
No!
Look.
Damn, it's like as long as your net.
Rainbow trout. Bonus point. Brown trout. How big was your biggest brownie? I don't remember.
21 centimeters.
21 centimeter brown trout.
Oh no. 32. 32 centimeters.
That's not proof.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, well let me see that. Okay,
32.
Yeah. Fair play, that is 32.
I took a close up just to make sure.
37.
No!
37,
what?
baby. River itching. Another bonus point. Weird little whitefish.
You didn't measure yours?
I didn't. Did you measure yours?
No. Okay, no, we got to compare. Mine was bigger, look at it.
No, look at the length of it all the way across my hand.
So is mine though.
My hands are bigger than yours. No, they're not. Is that a draw?
Alright,
No.
It's a draw, come on. We
need an independent adjudicator. Omi! Help. See this?
It's
Okay, zoom.
I was mediator.
what fish is?
There's
what
no
fish is longer?
There's no bias because like,
Oh God.
which fish is biggest?
Right. Hang on, let me just work out this one.
In
Yeah,
scale
yeah.
to the hand.
Yeah, no, because the three
Yeah?
fingers there, like these bits, are they're smaller.
I didn't pay her. I didn't pay you, did I? On
No.
no, and it's
Bias.
That's bigger.
So
Got a biased referee here.
We're no, this is an independent source. Right,
Okay.
Thank you. Cheers.
We won't get you to measure any of the other ones.
Alex won't. That's brilliant. I've got another bonus point there. Dace. Whose dace was biggest?
Right, a 26
Oh,
centimeters.
see, that's not 26, is it?
Okay, that's a big one.
All right, you win on dace. Minnow. Oh. Oh.
Did you measure your minnow?
No.
No, oh no, we're gonna have to get that. Yours is hanging up.
Oh, I didn't put it on my hand, annoyingly.
There we go.
Mine's bigger. No.
I don't know. Thing is,
Can we just?
I think you're.
No, we can't award it. Like it's just too.
Okay.
Thing is,
I'm happy to set that as a draw.
Shall we just give ourselves both? Because it's like the same. We both caught the biggest.
Yeah. So you don't need to add any points.
No, just one point each.
Okay. Well, you could do that. But,
And it's equal. It stays the same.
yeah, but you could have also not added those, and it would.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Mathematic.
Well, you just
Professor.
you just wasted ink.
Sorry. Minnow. Ras. No. And these were all caught by both. Not by both of us, but Barbel was caught by both of us, and I'm pretty sure mine was probably just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, if it was 12
Thank
pounds,
you.
That's a
Thank you.
monster.
Another bonus point
Oh,
for
I
me.
shouldn't have even bothered trying to catch the barbel then.
No.
I should have gone for pike.
Yeah, because you were going for pike.
I know,
You just didn't drive quick enough. I didn't break any limits this whole trip.
No, but you did.
So now we need to add up the totals.
Okay, let me do it.
I'm stressing out. Okay, you can kneel down there and actually
Okay.
like do the maths if you want, if it helps. That's fine. You got to go for a roll in there.
Okay. Cole's score is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
24 points. 24. Oh, it's gonna be
Oh no.
so close.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24! What?
No! You are taking the mickey!
That's 24!
Whose minnow was biggest?
Oh.
That's what it's literally, that's
I
what
mean,
it is. No, it is.
Yeah.
Whose minnow was biggest?
We're gonna have to do a rematch and not drink a smoothie.
No, one of us is drinking the smoothie.
I know.
And I think
Okay.
it might be you, mate.
Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, probably I think.
No.
Okay. Did you have pollock on that list?
Pollock. Yeah, I did.
Did you have...
No, don't try and find new species. Don't try and make them up, mate.
So
Whose minnow is biggest? That's tiny.
that's your hand as well. It just saves all your photos to my phone.
Oh wait, that's the minnow that I sent you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your one's bigger.
Alex. Off the record. Pretend the cameras are off now.
Okay.
How
about you,
you know why I didn't tell you about the barbel?
Because you knew it was a draw.
No. I didn't tell you about the barbel because I caught it at about 2 minutes past 12.
Did you?
Yeah.
No way.
And
Are you
if-
serious?
And if it wasn't for you being my brother and working with you and fishing with you genuinely being very important to me in the future, and I wouldn't be able to live with it,
This is getting emotional.
I have to tell you, I caught it just after 12 o'clock.
That's honest.
So it is on this day that I drink the smoothie. Oh, I just keep going.
That is horrible.
I hope you all enjoyed watching the video, and here's to many more years of me and Alex making silly little fishing videos together.
Oh, gag.
On it.
What? Oh god, oh. You know when you watch someone being sick, you just feel like, on that rather disgusting note, thanks so much for watching the video. We will see you in another episode coming soon. Oh god! Can't believe you owned up to that.